Today we start chapter number 12 from first year biology. Its name is nutrition, and nutrition is a biological process. It's a basic process by which all organisms need energy. So for energy purpose and also for building their protoplasm, they need nutrition. So nutrition in this way is a basic process by which organisms obtain nutrients to build up their protoplasm, and they provide energy to the cells. Nutrition, but we will discuss the 12.7 of this chapter, that is holozoic nutrition in animals. This nutrition is different from plants. Animals, we know that they are as heterotrophic, means they obtain their food from other external sources. So that's why they are heterotrophic mode. They have heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Why we call this heterotrophic mode of nutrition in animals as holozoic? Because animals first take very complex organic food material inside their body, and then they change or convert it into the simplest soluble form, and then this soluble form is taken up or absorbed by the cells of the body, where they are utilized for building protoplasm or for energy purposes. That's why this nutrition in animals is called holozoic nutrition.
3.
Now discuss the basic steps of holozoic nutrition. The first basic step is ingestion, and second is digestion, and third is absorption, fourth is assimilation, and the last step is ingestion. So these are the 5 basic steps in the holozoic mode of nutrition in animals. If you see the first step, ingestion, and all animals, protozoa to metazoa, they need food from external sources, that is from environment, either eating plants or eating other animals. So ingestion is a complex organic food material. So they obtain this organic food material first inside their body, engulfing in their body, and after ingested food is now being broken down into the simpler and the soluble form, so that it can be taken up by the cells through plasma membranes. So that step is digestion, means break down complex organic food into the simplest and soluble food. This digestion means breakdown of complex organic food into the simplest and soluble one. Suppose we take an example from a protozoa, a common protozoa. These steps you will follow by this amoeba. That how amoeba perform. These steps you will see in amoeba. Now suppose amoeba feeds upon any other microscopic organism. So now see that it will proceed its pseudopodia as a finger-like projection. These are finger-like extensions, and this is the food particle. This amoeba extends its pseudopodia over this food particle and make a cup-like structure. This cup-like structure act as a mouth as in higher animals. So it is used for ingestion. Through this process it engulfs the food particle, and now this food is changed or converted into a food vacuole, where you see like this. Now the food cup is changed into the food vacuole, and up over this food vacuole, lysosomes fuse with this membrane of the vacuole. And lysosomes, you know already, they are organelles of the cells which produce digestive enzymes. Now these lysosomes, after fusion with the vacuole membrane, they will produce digestive enzymes over this food particle. So the food, complex food which was ingested in the first step of ingestion, now is being digested. So this completes the second step of the holozoic nutrition, that is called the digestion in food vacuole. Now you see that when digestion is completed, this empty vacuole is changed or extended into fine canals. This is a membranous vacuole changed into the fine vacuoles which extend throughout the cytoplasm. The digested food particles, which are soluble, now through a micropanocytosis process diffuse out into the cytoplasm. This means actually it's a transportation of the digested food, and also it's a absorption by the each part of the cytoplasm. The food, digested food through these canals is diffused out by a process called micropanocytosis. Now this absorbed food as a completion of third step, absorption. Now this absorbed organic food, which is soluble and used for the building up of this protoplasm of amoeba or for purpose of energy. So this is called assimilation. Assimilation means utilization. Now whatever the food amoeba in the first step taken, then digested, then it is absorbed, and now it's finally utilized by this cell. Overall you see that amoeba is if one cell structure, so there is no other cell. So all digestion steps have taken place inside the cell. So this is called intracellular digestion. Amoeba performs only intracellular digestion. Now you see that remaining undigested food particles, which are after complete digestion, remaining undigested particles, they just fuse with the membrane of plasma membrane of the amoeba at its rear end, and where from they are removed out. They are dumped off, removed out, and finally the step called egation. So this final step, egation, it means all the holozoic nutrition steps starts from protozoa, even from protozoa. So all the animals perform holozoic nutrition, and holozoic nutrition you have clearly studied, taking example of one-celled protozoan amoeba, that ingestion, how does amoeba ingest the food particles, complex insoluble food particles, with the help of its ectoplasmic extensions. They become finger-like projections. We name them pseudopodia, means false feet. The first step I have described here, that how it makes a food cup with the help of the pseudopodia, that is used for ingestion. And second step you have clearly studied that this food cup becomes changed or turns into a food vacuole, inside which there is a food particle, but it's complex now. As we know that lysosome are the cells digestive vacuoles. They come to fuse with the membrane of this vacuole, and you also knew about that they produce digestive enzymes over this food particle, which completely digest this organic complex, organic, simplest and soluble one. And then this empty vacuole, it's a membranous, as we know it's a membranous, it just extends into many fine canals throughout the cytoplasm. It facilitates for the distribution, means transportation of digested food to each part of the protoplasm, and where from? Through this membrane, by the process of micropinocytosis, means drinking of cell. Micropinocytosis, this food digested diffuse out into the each part of the cytoplasm, where it is now being utilized for either building purpose of the amoeba body or for the process of energy. So finally, I will say that we have started chapter number 12 as a nutrition, and in nutrition chapter we have taken 12.7 point of holozoic nutrition in animals. Today we discussed all the basic steps of holozoic nutrition, and what is holozoic nutrition we have also completely understand, and we have also taken an example of holozoic nutrition in amoeba. Thanks.